Hey, what's up guys, Totallydubbed here, and today I'm doing a video review on the Brainwavz B200 dual balanced armature earphones. Now these earphones can be found for around £150 on Amazon.co.uk and $170 in the US. As at the time of reviewing right now, it's even cheaper, so bear in mind that I'm reviewing it at a slightly higher price tag. Now in the box you'll find the earphones with bundled silicone tips. You'll have a hard shell case, which is really useful. Comply two T100 tips, which are actually really hard to fit on the earphones. They've got a red look to them, which is quite nice. You've got a bunch of silicone tips as well, which as you can see I haven't used because the medium ones fit me perfectly. Small, medium and large is included. You've got a shirt clip and a little cable tidy thing with a manual. Now let's get into the earphones. First of all, the build quality and comfort. Now the build quality of the earphones is actually fantastic in terms of the fact that they're actually really lightweight. They remind me of the Audiophonak PFE line, where the earphones just sat in your ears and were really lightweight, so therefore you could hardly feel them. There's the same case with the B200s. They sit over the ear, so you have to bear that in mind. It's going to be over the ear earphones, and they sit very well. I didn't have any problems when it comes to running, jogging, moving around, and microphonics, due to the fact that they're over the ear, so which is cable noise, is absolutely minimal, or just you can't even hear it at all. So really good job in terms of that. Now the earphones have a non-detachable cable, which is a slight, not say flaw, but a slight thing that its rival earphones will rivals will have, so that's just one thing to bear in mind. The earphones are terminated by a slightly off right angled 3.5mm jack, which is gold plated, which is great, but there is no microphone controls, which is a shame given the world of smartphones nowadays. The earphones have a cable kinch over here as well, which can be adjusted. Here it is. I lost track of it, and it allows you to just not have a mess as much without it. Now I should mention though, the cable has got like a braided feel to it, which is great, but this does mean it gets tangled pretty easily. So untangling each time is a little bit of pain. So in terms of comfort, fantastic. In terms of build quality, now the earphones, they're made out of a solid black color. There's only one color it comes with. Right and left indicator can be found on the housing within the earphones. And given their lightweight feel, I would rate them really highly in terms of build quality. So in terms of isolation, now isolation of the earphones, well, the passive noise cancellation of the earphones is decent. It's not amazing, but if you put Comply tips on it, you'll benefit from a slightly better isolation due to the foam tips. Now most importantly, what about its sound quality? How does it sound? Now at first when I saw them, I'm like, okay, another dual balanced armature driver on the market. Yeah, Brainwavz do make good things, but this is one of the most expensive audio tech they've got on their website. And when I heard them, I was just like, wow, what the hell is this? This is really good. And the more I listened to them and the more I gave them some burn-in time, I realized how good the Brainwavz B200s were. They're actually sensational. In terms of value for money, it's insane. And given the price right now at the time of making the video, which is £95, I don't think you'll find a better earphone under £150 or £200. It's that good. So let's go through these sounds. So first of all, the lows. Now the lows, as it's dual balanced armature drivers, you don't have that same pounding sound or the deep vibrations you'd get with a dynamic driver. However, you do get a nice low-end extension, which is relatively rare in dual balanced armature drivers. Something that I experienced pretty much only on the Audiophonak PFE 232s, which at the time were £400 earphones. Now discontinued. I know, it's unfortunate. Now the sub-bass therefore extends quite well. The mid bass has a tight slam, therefore it's a punchy bass. It's controlled as well, which is fantastic, which means you're not going to get this sort of farty or wobbly sound that you might get in other earphones out there. And in terms of the mids, the bass doesn't leak into the mids, which is great because you get a nice forward sounding mid, which means that you get accurate vocals, great sound, and just not a laid back or pushed back sound, which you might expect from other earphones out there with a single or hybrid design in terms of the driver configurations. The highs now do roll off at the very top end, but they provide enough sparkle and enough life and sort of great for the top end cymbal hits with the earphones in. So honestly, in terms of the highs, it's probably its weakest point, but nevertheless, it is still very, very good, especially for its price. Now, the soundstage is what really surprised me, because the earphones have a plastic build quality and they're not exactly the biggest earphones in the world, and often soundstage is affected by the just physical size that the drivers have to move within the housing. Now, the earphones did produce a fantastic soundstage, which is not only wide, but also quite deep. The instrument separation is really class leading, it's fantastic, and I must say, very much surprised and, well, pleasantly surprised of how good the B200s did. So overall, in terms of sound, absolutely sensational. For the price, there's nothing better that comes across it, and the only thing I can think of which is remotely close in terms of sound is the Dunu DN2000s, and those are 200 to 250 pound earphones. They're not comfortable and they're quite heavy. However, the sound is sensational for the amount of money you're paying for them. So the fact that Brainwavz have brought these out to the mass market, can be found on Amazon.co.uk and Amazon.USA, and can be found for £150, if not cheaper. It blows my mind. These are essentially Audiophonak PFE 232s, but just a cheaper, slightly lower quality in terms of sound versus them, and don't have removable cables. Other than that, these are absolutely amazing. I can't stress that enough. Very rarely would I go hype about an earphone so much, but these earphones deserve all the praise in the world. They're really good, and I would highly suggest them. So there we go, guys. That's my review of the Brainwavz B200s. Let me know in the comments below what you think. If there's other earphones that compete in its price range. I know there's the Westone W20s. There's other earphones out there as well which compete with it. So there's Sennheiser Momentums, Dunu Titan 1, and one more triple driver. But nevertheless, the B200s takes the cake out of all of them. They're definitely one of the best earphones you can find, sub £200 or sub £150. They're one of the best. Alright guys, I've been Totally Dubbed. Take care, and make sure you give it a like, comment, subscribe, and favorite and share to help the channel grow. Take care guys, bye bye.